Hello, 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 all my beauties. How you guys doing on this good and Sunday evening, night, whatever you want to call it? I hope you all had a great day. How are you guys doing? So you know my topic. I'm not gonna be on here long. And remember to check me out tomorrow. Um, Ask April Anything Mondays. Remember to check that out. And I'll be on Tuesday nights around 10:30, 11ish for all my subscribers that have rough nights or they need, because if they need to get stuff off their chest, just talk, we chit chat, we just have a good time. So if you just need to talk or anything, I'll be there. And if you want to ask me anything, Mondays, ask me anything. So, hello, 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 all my beautiful people. So, I wanted to talk about my husband, um, going through the courts with him when he first got locked up. It was 2011. And it took them 2 years. My husband was fighting his case for 2 years. Now, I was 25, I do believe 25, 26. Never like my father, he was incarcerated for me as a child. But other than that, when you got a father and a husband is two different things. I found that out when I was fighting with my boyfriend at the time. Um, so that's all I ever been through dealing with the cops and the justice system. So I was naive, real naive, and I believe that they knew that. Like they can sense that. That's when I found out lawyers are liars, really. I found out a lot of things about judges. Um, that if I didn't walk through that, I think they was right sentences that like you know, they do this with the right heart. That's what I thought. I didn't think they would manipulate the situation. Not saying all judges are like that or all lawyers and are like that, but first, my husband got locked up. He got taken from me. First thing first, I didn't know what he was doing. So when they took him from me that day, I had to we had a shop and I was standing at the shop. He went and got flyers. He was getting flyers made for me. So he never came back. So I'm sitting there for hours, not knowing nothing. We moved to another city that I wasn't even from. And my neighbor came to me, just recapping, I said this before if you watch my videos. My neighbor came to me and said, "Hey, you need to come. The cops are at your house, in your house." And I'm like, "No, not me. You must be tripping." And I knew he was my neighbor, but I know you don't know me. I don't know you like that. We just moved here. Don't nobody know me. I don't know why the cops in my house. But my dad friendly, so he talked with my dad a lot when my dad came over. So, um, when I pulled up, they had a rifle, the cops. Like, get out the car, get out the car. I'm like, this some movie type stuff. Like, y'all got the wrong guy. Uh-uh. You don't know him. You don't know him. So they had already been in my house. Like ramshack. When I say ramshack, went through everything. And I didn't hear from John for a week maybe. I put money on the phone so he can explain. I was heated. Like, I was like, "Y'all got the wrong guy. Y'all got the wrong guy." That was like, they was like, "Maybe you don't know who you living with." They say you don't know who you living with, and I was like, "Wow." So I went, and he knew. John didn't answer the phone because he knew I said, "I do not want nobody incarcerated," and that's because I had to live through it with my father. I didn't want that for me. So going through, I said, I talked to him. He was like, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. Da, da. I can't even. At the time, I'm talking to you about this, but that time, it was like I was in tunnel vision. Like, I can't believe this. Like, I can't believe that. It was a whirlwind that day. I'm telling you, after that day, a week later, I had to move out my house. And in that week, I had to move within a day because my power got shut off. Like, all this stuff happened, and I thought that he was taking care of it. So we ain't even talking about that. So I'm leading up to the court case, y'all. I'm getting there. So I go to court with him just to be by his side, and I'm telling you guys, 2 years of this. I go visit him in the county. Each court day, I'm like, what the freak? This is real. Like, all the preliminary dates, pre-trial, like, they kept saying they didn't know. So when every time I go, his lawyer would be like, "You might as well leave him. You might as well leave him. He gone. He gone." And I'm like, "Dang, you fighting for him, and you telling me that he's gone. How are you fighting for my husband and you already walking in defeat?" So this is me and John only known each other 3 months, so I didn't know his mom and dad like that, but they was just over it. Like, this his second time, and they weren't talking to him. His mom came up, she was flirting with the lawyer. I was like, whoa, okay. But every time I came to a court date, his lawyer was telling me, you might as well leave him. He gone for a long time. And I was just like, what type of lawyer? It was a court appointment. He switched them. Um, but this one just was like tired. And then every time we have a court date, he's shaking the prosecutor hand. Like, what is really good? And then I talked to John right after because he had called me. He's like, my lawyer says, um, it's real good. It's about to be good. And I'm like, that's not what he told me. I'm like, I'm like, that is like he telling me to leave you. He was like, what? Meanwhile, John was a 260-pound all muscle guy. He got down to about a buck 50 at 6'4". I had to, so the last, like, this is the routine in the preliminary, John fighting. And I didn't know what to believe. They said it was an armed robbery case, and I found out when they got you in the area and they say armed robbery, they are pinning all them armed robbery cases on you. Even if you only did one, or you thought about it, or you was around some people. If they catch you taking all of them. Just so they say they won their case. And that's not right. Like, I was like, wow, that made me want to be a lawyer or something in the justice system to clean it up. Like, how can you pin all this on me and I only did one made one mistake? So the last day, they kept telling me to talk to him, talk to him. I was like, I don't know. I don't know these terms. I was so naive. So I remember going in there, and this is court before they either gonna take it to the trial where they had this plea deal. And we go in there. The prosecutor said he got all these witnesses. He got this, he got that, he got this, he got I'm sitting there like palms sweaty. Like my palms were so sweaty, y'all. And I'm crying, like, what the freak is going on? Like, I'm terrified. Like, John keeps saying he didn't do it. They say he did it. They got this person, that person. And the prosecutor just like, it was some other men. The case was so messed up. It was like, it was a black guy and he Korean and white. And then this guy, your phone connected to, I'm like, this is a movie. Like, and so the judge was sitting there and she was like, Mr. Mannion, what you want to do? What you want to plead? He said, not guilty. He's like, you sure you want to do that? You sure you want to take this to trial? Because if you take it to trial, this, da, 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 you're going to get this amount of time. Everybody, I didn't know. Like, I'm just learning. And if he would have went to trial, that's all I heard was plus years. Way longer. And I'm like, no. Like, I don't know what to do. So the judge, his lawyer talked to the judge, and they was like, everybody out the courtroom. Everybody out. And I'm like, okay, okay. And his lawyer called me, and they took everybody out, and it was like, we about to bring him back in. We about to bring him back in. You have to tell him to take this plea. You have to. It seems like you the only person he'll listen to. And if they go, he go to trial, it's a wrap. And I'm just bawling, y'all. What do you do? Let me ask you this. What do you do when life and death of another person is in your hands? That's how it felt. Like somebody about to get locked up. This is life. I'm about to make this decision. Like I was just like, and we had minutes, minutes. We didn't have long. I didn't have long to think about it. I couldn't be like, let me lay down, like let me sketch this out. Let me put two and two together. Have my blackboard and stuff. They was like, we had minutes. I had minutes to decide whether he go to trial or he take a plea. I didn't know none about this case. I didn't know nothing. Like, how can you ask me to tell him to take the plea? Then on the other hand, I got this fear because they saying they got all this, they got that. He gonna get this many years. If he don't, he gone. Like if he don't take this plea, he is a wrap. And they bring John out, right? They bring John out, and we got to sit, and I was like, John, they telling me to tell you to take the plea. He was like, hey, bro, I didn't do it. I did not do it. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, they said they got this many witnesses. He said, who? What? Like, I said, I don't know. Just take the freaking play. Like, I said, take it. I don't want to lose you for that long. You could be here for, like, I just went crazy. He said, you want me to do it? You want me to do it? Then I take the plea. I take it. I said, take the freaking plea. Like, I was just like, what did I just do? Then the judge came in and he took the plea, and it was over. It was over just like that. 9 years gone. being from a woman stand like looking in and that's your spouse, that was a traumatic. You see them hit that thing in the movies, but when you live in it, it was just like my heart just dropped. Like, and then uh, we left, and the lawyers didn't talk to you, the prosecutor don't talk to you, they don't console you, they don't do nothing. You just got to deal with it. Like, this is it. This is real. So when I left home, I was like, he gone 9 years, and it's just like I gotta get on with my life. And he called me. He was like, I didn't do it, April, but how can you like I felt so like my life was in his life was in my hands. Like it was crazy. Like I just told him to do this. So it was like a year later, I had to do the same thing with my mom, and she was fighting for her disability, and it took her 4 years to fight. And then one day we went to court, and the prosecutor was like, I got all these witnesses and da 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 and blah. Say, my mom like, what the heck? What the heck? Like, I don't know. I said, are you telling the truth? I was a little wiser now. I said, are you telling the truth, Shell? And I should have did this to John. And then I said, if you telling the truth, we walking through them doors. And I'm telling you, when we walked through them doors for her court case, and that man didn't say a word, it made me look back on John's trial and say, what the heck? What if they didn't have nothing? They said they have all this and this and that, but they lie. Like, and then when he took the plea, they pinned on so much stuff, so much stuff. So I don't know what's true and what's not. Like, that's when I realized, don't nobody want to go through the justice system, or what I call it, the justice system, like go to jail. Stay away from them people. They can devour you. Like this was so an eye opener for me because I was sheltered. I can say I was sheltered from a lot of things, and I never knew what it took when you go to courts and stuff. So, and what to say so they won't twist your words, and it is a lot of stuff that's behind going to court and really facing charges and stuff like that. And they blame these prisoners for being bad, but half the stuff that's under their name is added on. Like they did like a simple crime. Like I ain't gonna say simple crime because ain't no crime simple, but they might have did something little, but it looked bigger written down. It is kind of sort of what they do with children nowadays. Like they just write down what they did. Like even if it was an accident, like I remember my daughter and this girl was playing with a pencil, tussling in kindergarten, and they fell, and the pencil kind of went into the other girl, and her teacher put stabbed the girl with a pencil, and I'm like, you gotta take that off my child record. Because that's not what happened. They was tussling and they both fell and the girl landed on the pencil. She's like, "Well, we don't put the other people on." Like this it's the same concept when it comes to the court system. They twist it up, but if we allow people to put stuff under our name on our record that's not right, that follows you. Everything that somebody write down about you on your record follows you for the rest of your life. And even like with my daughter, like that was going to kindergarten, it's gonna follow her all the way up to college. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. You're not putting that under my daughter's name. So with the court system, it was just like unbelievable. Even when his lawyer shook the prosecutor hands and they laughed and went to lunch. Like, are you working with him or are you working against him? Because to me, they was working together. His lawyer was working with the prosecutor. They might as well say, we getting this nigga. That's what's so crazy. Like, I still can't believe it. That's why me and my husband got so much to talk about, and because we never got a chance to. Soon as they took him in 2011 of I do September this month. No, October. Soon as they took him, we never seen each other. It's about to be, I say 11 years. They gave him 9, but he did 2 in the county. So it's been 11 years. Once they took him, I never seen him again because it was video. All I did was see him in court when he was fighting a case because or on video. And then I chose me. Like I told him that I didn't want nobody in jail. I said, I'm gonna choose me today. Like I stood up, said I told him I didn't want to go through this. And when that man held a gun up to my face, like and said, get out the car like I was some dog, like I just pull up not knowing nothing. That was scary. Like what if I didn't know how to react? I just got down on the ground. Like it was so scary. He could have shot it. Like he could have shot like me. Like I never had a gun pointed at me. And it was a rifle. It was a I don't even know what guns is, but the big ones. Like get out the car. Get out the car now. Like I was some criminal. Like I was a criminal. And then they had my car because I guess it was seen and they had that car my car for a good 2 months. And I'm like, I'm just tired of this. Like it was so much at one time. And for me not being naive about going to court and cops and that kind of life, they looked at me as being a black girl and thought I was about that life. Like, no, no, my mom never put us in that environment. So they treated me like a criminal when they seen me. And I'm a black girl with a white guy, white and Korean guy. So it was tough. It was like, what the heck? So yeah, that was the story. It was the eye opener. And I never want to do it again, guys. Ever. I went from 11 years, you guys, to 10 freaking months left. We did that. Thank glory to God. Like, I am so excited. Glory to God for getting us through 11 years. So many trials, so many ups and downs, so many broken heart, loneliness, depression, so laughs, love, like everything you can name was in this journey. It was in this journey and it's unfolding. I feel the shift changing. Like we walking down this thing. Now we going through the process of the parole, getting eligible for parole and stuff like that. So getting them papers was good. And this is a start. We got the papers last Monday. He filled it out. Now we going through the process of him being able to be paroled. And that's a different journey. You see what I'm saying? This is a whole process in itself. And this is our first stages. So I will be telling you guys what happened, what they said. Um, because they do gotta respond back. This is my first time going through it too. So he told me not to get excited because I get overly excited. Like, are you coming home soon? You coming home tomorrow? You eligible? Like what they say, what they gonna do? And then here go my brother. He been there. He's like, some people don't want to hear from them early, not too soon, because with the parole board, it can go. It's ups and downs. It's ups and downs, and I just can't wait till they say this is the date. You guys, when I'm telling you, I'm a party with you guys. I don't party like that, but I want y'all to be like, hey, we play some music, praise God, whatever. I'm gonna be on here just like we got a date. Like, so yeah. I want to say good night. I hope y'all had a lovely day. I thank God for our victory. I'm counting all the small blessings. We got our papers for the parole eligibility. So I am ecstatic. I am excited, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video and me talking about my experience. And not everybody is bad in the justice system, but it's just what fell in our lap. So this is what happened, and this is my truth. Have a blessed night, and I will see you tomorrow at Ask April Anything Mondays. See you later. Bye.